So what's going on, people? Welcome back to another show. Tonight I'm John. Well, tonight I'm going to do my player ratings and my match review. I should have done this last night, but I was absolutely tired after the game and I just want to go straight to bed. I was on the over and over and over again podcast last night. I'd like to say to you guys, thanks very much to Gunnar Rich and his mate Mervyn. And yeah, we had fun times, and it's just a shame that we got absolutely murdered yet again by 3-0. It should have been a lot more than 3 goals. Dollars makes some saves. Aubameyang hit the post where he tried to hook it into an empty net, and David Luiz had 2 good chances of his hitter, which did not come off. So the team lined up. Boost played. It was an attacking one. Well, you would have thought it was an attacking one, but it wasn't. But he played Dollar in goal. He played a hapless Crafty right back, Lewis a left back, the badly exposed last night, Jamal Lascelles as captain, and Kieran Clark. In the midfield, it was John Joe Shelby and Matty Longstaff. And I couldn't understand why he dropped Hayden, because he would have been perfect in the game last night. And then up front, it was Jordan Linton, Amiron, Carroll, and Callum Wilson. If you look at the tactics, it should have been a 4-2-4. And that would have been a brave move for Steve Bruce to take on. But it's the same old just what we witnessed last night. It was still defensive. How come you pick an attacking team when you instruct the players to play defensively? It doesn't work, you know? And I think what's going to happen is it's just the same old. The players don't want to play for them. But what I forgot to say, if you like my videos, if you like and subscribe to my channel, and leave the comments in sections down below. I'll answer your questions and read your comments the best I can. So, Steve Bushnell's record in the last 9 games, 7 defeats, 2 draws. That ain't good enough. Only only scored 1 goal in 5 or 6 games. Again, that's not acceptable. This manager has to go. And the reason he has to go because he's simply not good enough, and he needs to go. He needs to walk away now. He should have walked away last night and said, you know what? The job's too big for him. He has to admit it. And again, he's very lucky to be in the job, really, because he's now clear favourite to be the next manager sacked. I would have sacked him now. And I'm hearing that Mark Hughes is being linked to the club and he's 4-1 favourite for the job. And he hasn't managed a Premier League. Remember this, guys. You have not managed a Premier League club for over 2 years, and yet we're after this guy. Jesus Christ! Please not Hughes. Don't want him. Another dinosaur. Not good enough. So I'm going to go on to my player ratings. I'm going to start with Cardalo. I'm going to drop him as 7. He's made some good saves again yesterday. His distributions again was very poor. Nearly cost us 1 of the goals. And it's just absolutely crazy. So I'm going to give the guy a 7 out of 10. 7. So I'm going to move on to Emil Kraft. It should be Emil's crap because he was awful last night. Very awful. He's a fault for the first goal. But then again, it happened to Shelby as well. He's a part of it as well. So I'm going to give him a 0 out of 10 because he was poor last night. Cost the first goal. Part of it, his defender was absolutely crap, absolutely awful. And I cannot understand why Yedlin was dropped for him because Yedlin's been playing really well. So I'm going to give him a 0. And I don't want to see this guy ever play for a club again because he's absolutely bang average. Less than that. 7 out of 10 for him. Let's move on to Jamal Lewis. He clearly struggled. Got his place back, but he clearly struggled. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. The player that played for Norwich, he was absolutely amazing in a poor side, but he's clearly struggling at the moment. Left back or wing back. But that's not his fault because Steve Bruce is telling him not to go forward. He clearly struggled yesterday. I mean, I'm going to give him a 2 out of 10. He was poor last night, man. 2 out of 10. No, I'm going to give him a 1. Give him a 1. Am I being harsh? Tough. I say how it is. 1 out of 10. I thought he was poor. John Joe Shelby. This is your captain, right? He's clearly off the pace. He's still not match fit. And it's defending is absolutely poor. I'm going to give him a 2 out of 10 because at times he got getting a run around. So he was poor last week. So I'm going to drop him a 2 out of 10. And I just don't think he's ready yet. So if I'm being harsh on Lascelles, please just leave a comment section down below and tell us if I've been too harsh on him. If I am, I do apologise. But again, I just said how it is. I just thought he's well off the pace and he's also ponderous on the ball. And he gets beaten for pace every single time. So for him, I'm going to give him. Did I say a 1? No, I'm going to give him a 2. Should be the 1. I'm going to give him a 2. Kieran Clark. Also, his best nights last night. He gave the ball away for the 3rd goal. And oh my God. He's been okay, but he made a mistake. So I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. A 4 out of 10 for Kieran Clark. So I'm going to go straight on to. I've done the defence inside, and I'm going to go on to Matty Longstaff. Listen, he's still got energy, but it wasn't the game last night, if I'm honest. He did okay, but at the end of the day, I just don't think he did much today. So I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. John Shelby, I'm going to give him a 1. It was a fault for the 1st goal when he swinging a quarter, and unfortunately, he just keeps hitting the first man. And his distribution is poor. He's not the player that he was. I just think he's shocking. Absolutely shocking. His legs is gone. So I'm going to give him. Actually, I'm not going to give him. I'm going to give him a 0. I'm going to give him a 0 because he was absolutely. He went missing as well last night. And when you are a creative midfielder, you got to do bits, right? And he hasn't been doing that at all. So he's gone backwards for me. So I'm going to give him a 0. Miguel Almiron, I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he did all right in the first half. He was unlucky for a shot when over the bar. He was full of running. But in the second half, he got a little bit tired. But it was not very far away from the Miguel Almiron that we've seen with his running. Yeah, so I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I'm gonna block these people. For me, they're just absolutely. Oh my God, no, I'm blocking them. Sorry, but it's just trolls for me. If I get any trolls or any abusive messages, well, I've had to go off straight away. I ain't got time for that. Sorry. I can't have that. And they seem a nasty piece of work anyway. So I move on, 7 out of 10. On to Joe Linton, 0 out of 10. He offers absolutely nothing, absolutely naught at all. What does he do? I mean, we pay £40 million for this guy, yeah? He offers nothing. He doesn't run. All he does is jogs. He creates nothing. And why is he in that team? Why is he starting? Can someone leave a comment down below, right, and tell us why Joe Linton wasn't to start? I'd rather play Richie there, to be honest with you. No, actually, I would have played Elliot Anderson there. At least he tries. And he only came on for, 3 minutes by Steve Bruce, which is a slap in the face. So he should have started yesterday and not that hapless Brazilian. Sorry, 0 out of 10. Get out of my club, and I do not want to see this guy ever play again, ever. Get rid of that. Trolling again, can't have that. And it's just harassment at the end of the day. So let's move on to Andy Carroll. I thought he did okay. He was unlucky for a shot in the second half. He's trying his best. I think he's one of the better players on the pitch, but it just got frustrating. And sometimes you have to drift back in midfield as well. So I'm going to give him, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. And I've got Harry Hamburger. I agree. Should have played Anderson. Yeah, I agree with you. He should have started, to be honest with you, because I do like the guy. I mean, he needs games. How come you give the lad 3 minutes? What can he do in that time? He cannot. It's a joke. Nah, I'll give him a 6 out of 10 for Andy Carroll, and I'll come to Elliot later on. And Callum Wilson, I thought he had to drop deep most of the time. I thought, again, he's kind of isolated. He didn't do much, didn't get much of the ball. He keeps dropping deep, which is frustrating. And if I was Callum Wilson, I'd be absolutely peed off, and I'd be thinking to myself, why have I joined this football club? Why? Because I'm the main man, and I'm not getting any service whatsoever from midfield. And this is why we need 2 midfielders in the January window. And I'm afraid we're not going to get that because Ashley ain't going to spend the money. And by the looks of things, we're not even going to help Steve Bruce out. Why? He shouldn't get any help anyway. He should be sacked. What I should have done now, we need midfielders. We need a couple of midfielders that can make a difference. Hayden I keep. Matty I keep. Sean Longstaff, I ain't too sure now. I just don't think he wants to play for Bruce. It's just not good enough. Sorry. But I'm going to give Callum Wilson probably a 5 on a borderline 5 out of 10 for me. And yeah, how we doing, man? Julian's so poor. No way should he start. I totally agree with you, Jay, because the fact of the matter is, right, he offers absolutely naught. He haven't scored since Crystal Palace. He scored 3 goals since he's joined the club in 55, 56 appearances for the club. Yeah, 18 months, and he still can't speak a word of English. I think there's an language barrier. I don't know, but one way or another, he is still shite, and I would not have played him, you know? Slow Linton. And people think I'm being harsh on him. I'm not. I'm speaking the truth. He ain't good enough, and I do not want him playing in my team. And here Hamburger, I really feel sorry for Wilson at a minute, like I do as well, because he should have gone to Aston Villa, to be quite honest with you. You know what I mean? He could have played for a better and ambitious club, but he opted to join us. He was still a pup by Steve Bruce, saying that we play attacking football, and you know. But I wouldn't wait too long because this guy, this manager, is going to be sacked. And I'd be sacked by the Everton game, if not before. I hope it's before. So Callum Wilson, I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. On to the subs. Jake Murphy didn't do much, 4 out of 10. Elliot Anderson, I'm going to give him a 4. He didn't do much as well. And Jeff Hendricks, he should never even come on the pitch in the first place anyway. I'm going to give him, can't give him much. Probably give him a 1. On to Steve Bruce. Tactically, I thought he was very, very brave. I thought, okay, cool. Play 4-4-2 or 4-2-4, however you want to call it. But again, he plays defensively. Again, you cannot have an attacking lineup that plays defensively. It doesn't work. It does not work out. And again, he got exposed to that. And yet again, he hasn't got a clue. He hasn't got a clue because he is not Newcastle manager. 0 out of 10 for your manager, not my manager, your manager. 0 out of 10. Get out of my club, Steve. And your tactics is absolutely wrong. And I just think you're absolutely pathetic of a manager. You know, you are going to take us down, Steve. The best thing you can do now, walk away because you haven't got a clue. Hand your resignation in, right? Get out of the club. Be brave. Yeah? And I got Annie. I hope you don't mind me calling you Annie, mate. Really poor. Yeah, really poor. Get some messages here. John, did you see Simon Jordan on TalkSport talking about team players and their mental attitude and their fitness? Yeah, yes, I have this morning. I listened to it this morning. And Simon Jordan, parts of it, I think is absolutely correct. He's gone through the players who's good enough or not good enough. Yeah. And he also said that the players, well, the one thing I'm not going to agree with, what he said that the players is going to get Bruce to sack. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. Bruce is getting himself sacked with his poor team selections, his poor management, and the tactics is absolutely wrong. So yeah, I see it this morning, and yeah, he's basically sticking up for Bruce because remember, he used to manage Crystal Palace. You know what I mean? You're not say a bad word against them, but I'm sorry, but listen, loving and hating, sometimes he's right, sometimes he's not. But today, he got 1 or 2 things right, I must admit. Going for the players and what he said about being hopeless, yeah, I'll go on with that. So, yep, got it right, Annie. So, Annie, where are you from, mate? Where are you from? Let us know, yeah, down the bottom. And I got the same message from you, sir. Shock from Simon Jordan and deflected the fame from Bruce. Listen, he ain't the only one who's deflected the fame blame from Bruce, man. Seriously, let me tell you something, right? Steve Bruce is having an easy ride at the moment until last week when the pundits, so some of the pundits from Roy Keane are starting to realise that Steve Bruce is not the man for Newcastle and he hasn't got a clue. And Mike Ashley, I come on to him now. Mike Ashley must do the right thing. He must pull the trigger on Steve Bruce now if he wants to protect his investment for the club. Because we get relegated on this, he will not get the £340 million. He won't, because we've been in the championship for a long, long time. He will not get his £340 million. He has to sack him now. The best thing he can do now is bring in Nigel Pearson to the end of the season. He'll keep us up, and then everything will be rosy from there on in. But Mark Hughes is definitely not the answer. If he gets Mark Hughes in, another dinosaur in the club, then I'm sorry, we could be heading down, mate. We could be heading down. So could you please like and subscribe to my channel? And if you've got any comments, yeah, I'll probably be here for another 5 minutes or so, because I gotta have my tea in a minute, because I'm absolutely starving, man. I really am. So, and Annie said that, well, I'm a Bristol City fan. Well, I hope your team does well, mate, because at the moment you're a bit up and down. You had a good result on Saturday against Preston, but you got a tough one come up against Norwich, I think. That'll be a tough game for you. But I wish you all the best of luck on that one, because I've got plenty of Bristol City fans as well, like, you know. But I don't know what to say. We got another game on Saturday against Aston Villa at Villa Park. I should be on a watch along for that game. And I could see us getting another tanking. Jack Grealish is going to run the show. McGuinn's going to do fantastically well again. Ross Barkley is going to run through our midfield, our defence. And again, I would not be surprised if Bruce plays a 5-4-1. Remember, he's going to do things this way. And it didn't come off. The gloves are off. I'm sorry, the gloves are stuck. You are an absolute joke, Steve. And the sooner you get out of the club, the better. Honestly. So, Harry Monster sub. Enjoy your team, mate. Thanks very much, my man. I really appreciate that anytime. Now, which way next? That'll be tough. I hope you get something out of the game. And Jay said, this Simon Jordan said, Carol, it's a horse, he's shooting. I think that's a little bit harsh on Simon Jordan. Whether it's tongue in cheek, I don't know, but you don't go and say that on the radio. You just don't. Because at the end of the day, Andy must be listening, thinking, who's that idiot? You know? But listen, like I said, Simon Jordan is my mate. You either love him or you hate him. Sometimes he sticks up for us, sometimes he don't. Today, he defended Bruce yet again. And I'm sorry, we can't be doing that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. But Simon Jordan, he's one of those person. I had a tweet off him once before, right? Because I've asked him a question about Newcastle when I think it was when Steve McClaren was in charge. It's gone back years ago, man. I got a tweet off him. And to be fair to him, I respected him for that. Because I don't get many tweets from superstars. So then again, I don't tweet superstars these days, because if you say anything bad to them, you're going to end up getting blocked. Even if you speak the truth, you're getting blocked. Excuse me. I can remember I tweeted Georgie Bingham. He used to be on Talk Sport. And I've asked her the question, why have you done any research? Why have you not done it? Because at the end of the day, Steve Bruce is a poor manager. And also, she said that she didn't agree about his takeover. I said, Georgie, are you famous? Are you jealous? And I said, look, at the end of the day, we want what's best for the club. And then someone came in and tweeted her someone bad, and Georgie Bingham actually blocked him, but she didn't block us because I was ahead of the curve, baby. Ahead of the curve. So that's going to be done with player ratings. And if you enjoy my channel, all I'm asking for, if you please subscribe to us, because without you guys, I can't do anything at the moment. And please smash your likes up as well, so it just goes to show that the channel is cool. So I'm going to have me tea, guys. I've done my bit, and I'm going to come back maybe later on. I've got going on to the Four Horsemen show underneath, the Toon Review, alongside Jim Shaggy, Peter Proudlock, and the host, my guy, Paul from the Toon Review. And yeah, just the last one, Joe Linton wouldn't get a game for Blind Butchers. Oh, man. You know what? You wouldn't get any team in the Rats Army. I'm going to say that, man. I'm going to have my team. I'm going to make my team up, yeah, called the Rats Army. Or the Rat Army, yeah? I want people over the world come on and message to say, Rat Army. Oh, man. I love it. So Look I totally agree. He wouldn't even get on the pitch, let alone that. So, listen, guys, I'll give this off away, but please like and subscribe, leave your comments down there, and I should be back at 8 o'clock tonight. If you go on to Paul the Toon Army, get them followed, right? The link is in the description and Twitter. Click on that, and then hopefully you'll catch me on there. I should also be on the Geordie Talk tomorrow with Stephen. And on Thursday, I should be on live with Claire, who supports Manchester United. I should be in an in-depth interview with her on all things the Reds. And on Friday, I should be in the press conference reaction, and I should be doing my match preview. So keep your eyes peeled for that. So until then, guys, thanks for joining us. I'm out of here.